Hey, it's the Hondroutwins, Jacqui
and Victoria, and welcome to another YouTube video. So today we are going to be discussing everything about fake tan, well, most of it, and so just to tell you now that this is our tan developed 8 hours later and we haven't washed it off yet. So I have a green undertone base tan and Jacqui's got a red undertone tan, so that's what they look like the next day, not washed off.
Yours was Cocoa and Eve, and mine was Loving Tan Platinum. We're actually going to do a little fake tan facts explanation thingy. Fake tan facts. Well, alright, let's get started.
So we have some cardboard just to demonstrate. We're going to pump some tan onto here, and hopefully that shows up well. It should. Yeah. We've got these tans that we've chosen today to demonstrate.
So
let's go.
We'll get into it.
Yeah,
let's get into it.
Okay.
So number one, we're going to talk about bronzers in a tan. So pretty much why I look like this and why Victoria looks like this. So we're going to use our little demonstration board here. And we're going to show you what bronzer looks like and what it is basically. So as I said before, why I look like this and Victoria looks like that is because Loving Tan Platinum has a heavy bronzer in it, whereas Cocoa and Eve doesn't have such a heavy bronzer in it. Now, bronzer in a fake tan is simply just there,
a guide colour,
to act as a guide colour. So a guide colour for fake tan is just to say, all right, so I'm going to fake tan my arm and I'll know exactly where I'm fake tanning. So you'll know if you miss a spot. So you definitely will cover everywhere. You won't miss anywhere. Does
like sometimes
sense?
When I see Jackie's elbows, there'll be like a little white patch because I can see that you haven't gone over there.
Yeah.
And that's what the bronzer is there for.
Yeah.
To help you see. It guides you
where you missed, where you haven't missed. And yeah.
So the bronzer isn't actually tanning you. It's the DHA, and we'll get into that shortly. Okay, so now we're going to demonstrate a tan that has quite heavy bronzer in it, and it is this one, Kimra. Okay,
on our little board here, just do it up there, I guess. Okay. So I'll bring it up closer. Okay. So as you can see, that's got a heavy bronzer to it.
Yeah. Wow. And this one also is, would you say, is a green undertone?
Yeah. Yeah. But again, this bronzer isn't saying, oh, this is how bronze you are going to be. It's just a guide colour.
Next, one that has not such a heavy bronzer. Bondi Sands. The Arrow. Oh my gosh.
This one will be easy to...
Okay. See, look at those differences. This one has bronzer in it, but not as much. And this one has a lot more bronzer.
They're both green undertones, which I will get into, but this one's much more heavier and this one's much less heavy.
So it just doesn't matter about the bronzer, whether or not this one's darker and this one's lighter. They're still both a guide colour.
Yeah.
Okay, now we've got Tanologist Tanning Water. Now this one has absolutely no bronzer in it. So we'll show you what it looks like. Ready? I'm just gonna...
It's clear.
It's clear. So when you pop this on, we did a TikTok video about it. You will put it onto your skin and you'll literally not know where you've tanned. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So you put it on and you might miss a spot on your leg, and that's why bronzers are amazing because they guide you to where you haven't tanned.
But then again, these are people also might prefer those because you can tan and then you can go out.
Yeah.
And it won't have it won't transfer onto your sheets or your clothes because it's just clear.
And you can go out and, it will develop slowly
over
8 hours.
Yeah.
Whereas this one is for people who, like me and you, who will tan at night and go to bed with it and wash it off in the morning.
Yeah.
We just wanted to show you quickly a red undertone with a heavy bronzer, which is Loving Tan Platinum. Hang on. There you go. So you can tell sort of that's a bit more red and that one's a bit more green, but they both have a heavy bronzer in it. So you can just really tell where you're going with.
And that's the one I've tanned with. Anyway. So let's talk DHA ingredient.
Okay, so the long word for DHA is dihydroxyacetone. I think that's how you say it. Please don't quote me on that. But we just like to say DHA.
Anyway, so DHA ingredient. Oh my god.
So what is DHA?
So DHA is the temporary bronzing effect on your skin. So the DHA in fake tan is what makes you bronzed.
Yeah. So a perfect example of a tan that just has DHA in it is the Tanologist Water Tan.
So it has just DHA in it and no bronzer.
Yes. And that's why it comes out clear, as we showed you previously.
But it'll develop in a bronzing colour.
So you know how we just pumped out Kimra Tan, Bondi, Loving Tan, and they all had bronzers in them? Well, they also have DHA in them, obviously, but they've got a guide colour, which is the bronzer. However, the Tanologist has no bronzer in it, only DHA, but they will turn out exactly the same.
Yeah. Because
they both have DHA in it, and that is what makes your skin temporarily bronze. It's not the guide colour bronzer.
Yep.
That was long. Did I take a breath in that sentence? You know, because I was talking and trying to make it sound... I was trying to make sense to you guys as well as myself. You know when you're thinking about it? Oh my gosh. Anyway.
Also, just wanted to mention my hair isn't oily. This is actually a hair mask.
We like to put in rosemary oil, jasmine oil in our hair on Thursday, and then we wash it out when we go wash our tan off.
Yep. So, okay.
So, is this last?
Yeah.
Undertones.
Number 3, undertones. You want to explain this one?
Well, I hope I made sense in the DHA area.
Okay. So we are coming back to the demonstration board.
Now that they've sort of just sat there and soaked in the cardboard, this one was Kimra, which had that green undertone. Bondi Sands, the green undertone. The Tanologist Water, which had no undertone, and the Loving Tan, which had the red undertone.
You can tell this one's like a dark green, that's a light green.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to come up there. See, you can see that. Wow, yeah, you can. And that one seeped into that one, so I don't know. Anyway.
Okay, I'm going to try and explain this as simple as possible. So, undertones are fantastic for picking the best fake tan for your skin complexion.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're extremely pale. So we've got more of like a pinky reddish undertone. And so on the colour wheel, green is directly across red. So
for us, we would choose a fake tan with a green undertone.
Because green complements red. Okay, I'm getting through it slowly. And on the colour wheel, violet is directly across yellow. So people who have like an olivey skin complexion would do really well with a red or violet undertone fake tan. Yeah. But in saying that, we always use like...
We change it up.
Yeah, like a red undertone tan or a green, and they still look amazing.
But we just are like, we always just say like, it's up to you. You test out which tan looks good on you, and you stick with what you think looks best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you saying it?
So... Just because undertones are helpful and they exist in fake tans, like it doesn't mean the other ones are going to look bad.
Yeah, like you can choose the other ones. Like we always, as we said before, we always go for Loving Tan. That's a red base, and we love Loving Tan.
It just depends.
It's up to you.
It just depends on different, like it just depends on each person.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we need to go wash this off, and we'll definitely come back and show you what it looks like Oh my gosh.
Because it'll look much different, like much more different to that. Did I just make sense?
It will look different.
It'll look very different.
And,
It'll look
that's
very
another
natural
thing.
and bronzy.
Back to DHA. Once you go and wash this off, it can look really, really light.
Oh no, it might look light. You might think, oh, what?
Yeah, but DHA continues to develop
For a little bit longer.
after you've washed it off.
So really the perfect results are not the next day, it's the day after, because
So
that's
for
when
us-
it's completely developed and the results are final. Like that's final.
So I would say for me and you Saturday, because we tan Thursday night, sleep in it for 8 hours, wash it off Friday. It continues to develop and its final look is Saturday.
So we will come back and show you, like obviously us washing it off now,
And
which
then
is today is Friday. We tanned last night Thursday.
And then we'll come back Saturday and show you the
fully
developed result.
Yeah. One thing we forgot to mention, and this is very important to us, because we use gloves. You know those plastic gloves?
Surgical gloves.
Yeah, we use those to fake tan. We don't actually use like a mitt to fake tan.
If you've seen us on TikTok or now Instagram, we talk a lot about how gloves are amazing to fake tan with because they literally don't absorb any product, so you're not wasting any of your product.
Yeah, and a little bit of product goes a long way. Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to add that in. If you,
So I feel like what we're trying to say is when we tan with gloves, we get a full week's worth of a lovely natural tan. However,
that lasts longer.
Yes. So when we tan with a mitt, we will not have a longer lasting tan.
No, and it won't be as bronzy. You know, you won't get that full effect that you wanted from the fake tan. But again, in saying that, that's our preference.
Yeah.
Not everyone's preference. You can be a mitt or a glove fan.
We just
Doesn't
like
really
to
matter.
show you how gloves work really well with fake tan. Anyway, let's go wash this off.
We're gonna go.
Hey everyone, so we are back. We just washed off our tan. So this is what mine looks like.
And this is what mine looks like. Definitely mine is much more bronzier because I use the Loving Tan Platinum.
And I use Coco and Eve the dark.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's dark.
So what they mean by that, so there are tans that will say like light medium, dark, ultra dark, and yours is platinum. So DHA has a percentage, and
so they come in percentages.
Yeah.
So light would be a lower percentage
of DHA.
Whereas ultra dark, you'd reach a higher percentage of DHA. So that's how bronzy you can go.
Yeah.
So the DHA percentage will depict how bronze you can go.
Yeah, so when you see like a tan that says medium, dark and ultra dark, the ultra dark is going to have a higher percentage of DHA in it, making you more bronzier than the medium one will have, or the light.
Yeah.
But these are legs,
arms, my face.
Oh yeah.
So our faces look bronzier in real life. I don't know why it's not showing that.
But this is the Friday, so the DHA is going to develop a little bit more, and we'll show you what it looks like Saturday when we think it's most developed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is our final goodbye for Friday.
And we'll see you tomorrow, Saturday, for our fully developed fake tan
Results.
We're back. So it's actually Sunday because we didn't have time to film yesterday. Anyway.
But same thing anyway. Saturday, Sunday.
Look at this.
It's going to look the same.
Dora?
Oh. Okay, so that's what it's like fully developed. Now, because I used a lighter shade than Jacqui did, of course mine has developed a lighter bronze, whereas Jackie's a bit of a deeper bronze. So that's Loving Tan Platinum. This is Coco and Eve. Both very nice. Do you want to come closer? But yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. I just put my dad's shorts on. So yeah, as you can tell, Victoria's is obviously lighter than mine. Ow. So our face is actually like quite bronzy, but you can't really tell in the, well, mine especially, you can't really see it in the, I feel like mine's gone a little bit patchy. Because you slept with makeup on.
Oh yeah.
Anyway. We hope you enjoyed this video and it was sort of understandable. What is it? Learning? Educational.
Yes, we said we'd come back Saturday because that's when we think it's fully developed.
But we gave it an extra day.
Sunday is the same as Saturday,
yeah.
you know. So anyway. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.